So I made a video yesterday explaining why I'm done with the motherfucking Falcons for all the reasons I named, all them trash ass reasons. And I really wasn't gonna make another video, but a lot of y'all shouted me out, replied to me on different social media saying, "Hey man, keep it up. We want to hear more. You voicing my feelings." So I said, "Fuck it, I'll make another video." And I was gonna make today's video about why they need to fire Dan Happy Stone Cold Quinn, Dan Garbage Time fucking Quinn, why they need to trash this motherfucking bitch and get him off the fucking team, out of our city, and out of the NFL in general. Right? And I got way more triggered yesterday morning when I saw Jay Gruden got fired. Now I understand his team is 0-5. We're a Nelson Aguilar drop pass away from being 0-5. I'm not going to compare Jay Gruden and Dan Quinn. Jay Gruden had 6 years with the Redskins. He only went to the playoffs once. Dan Quinn did more with the Falcons than Jay Gruden did with the Skins. It's not comparable. But the comparison is, y'all can shit on Dan Snyder all y'all want and call it reactive or whatever the fuck. All I know is I wish we had an owner who could recognize when it's time to call a motherfucking L a L. It's a loss, nigga. Fire this motherfucker. And as if the football guys and everything else going on with this team wasn't enough, talking to myself and trying to send a message to Arthur Blank, Monday Night Football comes last night. If you saw this game last night, you already know what the fuck I'm about to say. If you saw this game last night, what you saw was Kyle motherfucking bitch ass Shanahan, Mr. I can't wait a week to take a job interview with the fucking Niners. I gotta take time off from the Super Bowl to go do this interview, lose my fucking playbook, forget how to run the fucking ball, spoil brat fucking coach's kid, nepotistic NFL. You haven't done shit in life. Haven't had to ever have a real job. Of course you are offensive genius. Yeah, I wish I could go sit on the fucking NFL sidelines under a fucking head coach for 30 years of my life before I'm given a fucking job in the league. Fuck you, Kyle Shanahan. Fuck the Niners. I hope y'all get raped in the playoffs. But that said, I watched these motherfuckers on the field last night. Even down to our old former piece, I see Patrick DeMarco at fullback. I see Tevin Coleman at running back, who only costs $4 million. Only making $4 million this year, by the way, compared to Free. And I see these motherfuckers running toss sweeps all over the field. They're running several different plays out of the same formation, confusing the fuck out of the defense. Motherfuckers flying around, niggas with no names is catching balls. And they balling. And I said, man, that looked just like the 2016 Falcons. But better, because they got a better defense. Because they got a Bosa on defense. We'll talk about that in a second. I said, they look just like the 2016 Falcons, but with a better defense. I said, I'll be damned if I ain't looking at the NFC representative in the Super Bowl right now. And I'll mark my words, they'll be in the Super Bowl. And if this injury wasn't enough, to add insult to injury, I come back after halftime and see these motherfuckers went into the half 21-3, got the ball back, come out at the top of the third, and yep, Niners go up 28-3. Kyle Shanahan standing there at 28-3 with the same amount of time that we had on the clock in the Super Bowl with that same score. And I had two thoughts that went into my head immediately. First one was, man, I hope the fucking Browns come back. At least somebody else will be getting memed about. The second immediate thought was, but that ain't gonna happen because they ain't the sorry ass motherfucking Falcons. Talking about the Niners. They ain't the Falcons. They not finna lose no 28-3 point lead. So I'm watching that and I'm thinking the football guys are just fucking with me, just holding that score up on the damn near until the very last seconds of the game. It was 28-3 damn near for the whole third and fourth quarter. Final score 31-3. And I don't even know. One, just watching a competently coached team made me say, damn. I forgot what it was like to watch a team have a third down situation and like convert. or have a defense have a third down situation and get off the field. I'll go back to our Dirk Cotter playbook. First down, what play are we running? Jumbo package, Freeman up the middle. If you watching Dirk Cotter, I want you to understand the concept that Kyle Shanahan understands. Kyle Shanahan understands, and I learned from fucking Madden! You run several different plays out of one formation. Doing this confuses the defense because they don't know what's coming next. See, you don't run a different formation for every single play concept you have, because what happens is opposing defenses start to learn, hey, when they come out in this formation, they have a tendency to do X, Y, and Z. See, you come out in the jumbo formation that you want to run and start giving us some different looks out of that formation. And the next time you run it, maybe the defense is on their heels. Maybe they go, well, the last time they were in this, they threw the hooper. The time before that, it was a play fake to Julio. The time before that, it was a toss sweep to Ito. Now we got Freeman on the field. We're not sure. They know y'all motherfucking running. I know. Token ass first down run, lose 2 yards. You're going to run 2 play actions on the same drive. Token run, play action fake on second down. Nobody's biting on the play action because your run was bullshit. And that brings me to Dan Quinn. I'm torn. I was saying yesterday, and I've been saying since 2016, fire Dan Quinn. And now for the first time ever, I'm thinking, you know what? Dan Quinn is the only man who can get us where we need to be. That would be 1-15 and a top draft pick. Dan Quinn is the only man qualified for this job, and I will not have him fired before the end of the year. We need his coaching. We need him to stay the course. Please keep coaching every game the same way, because at this point, the only thing y'all can do is falcon it up. And I know what's really going to happen. We ain't going 1-15. Oh, no. That's what bad teams do and then get better. Like, the Niners last year, and they moved up and got Bosa. And you remember the Jets last year, and they got Quentin Williams on their D-line, and then us. Knew the season was over. Week 17, we playing the Bucks. We actually down in the game. At that point, we lose that game, and correct me if I'm wrong, we lose that game, we have a number 4 overall draft pick. But we made a meaningless kick at the end. We win the game for nothing but some pride and drop from 4 to 14. And who do we draft? Is he on IR right now? Caleb McGarry, Chris Lindstrom. Got you. Y'all can't win when it matters. You can't win regular season games. Can't win the fucking Super Bowl while you up 25. Can't win in the goddamn preseason when niggas is just excited to see any kind of football. But you can win after you mathematically eliminated from the motherfucking playoffs. Just to make sure you fuck us over. Could have had Quentin, man. Watching Bosa out there last night. Y'all ready for this one? Joey Bosa last night on Monday Night Football had more stats alone than the entire Falcons defense put up on Sunday. Joey Bosa. So I know what's coming this season. We should be 1-15, but nah. What happens? Y'all gonna get real geared up, real emotional for one of them Saints games. Yeah. Y'all will beat them one time. It won't be the Thanksgiving game. Don't worry. That's the whole world watching. We'll get raped on that one. But whatever one is not Thanksgiving, we'll steal that one from them. Then there'll be another game sometime way after we are mathematically eliminated, and we'll play a contender. We'll play somebody we have no business being in the game with, maybe the Niners. And we might get lucky. And and we'll get a win there, maybe another one, and we'll finish the season with 3 or 4 wins, just enough to not have a top 1 or 2 pick, because that's the Falcons' way. So at this point, the only way I see us having any chance in the future, or at least the start of a chance, is to keep Dan Quinn. He's the only person who can see to it that we lose every game for the rest of the season. There's no man that was built for this job like DQ himself. So, with that said, Dan Quinn, we hope you stay. Arthur Blank, disregard my previous video. I really like Dan Quinn. I think he's the right man for the job, and he just got to look at everything, take a look at everything, and do some evaluating, and we're just going to light a fire and get back to work and nose to the grindstone and bring our lunch pails and execute and all that shit. We'll do that, and which really won't matter either, because you get a number 1 pick and you're giving it to Thomas Dimitrov. So I'm a little more calm than yesterday, but with all that said, fuck the Falcons.